the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory, yeah. Don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth every day exploring.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great.
Welcome to the One Pride Podcast. We talk all things Detroit Lions news and rumors, and we got a good one for you today. We're going to talk about the latest free agency news and rumors, same with the NFL draft. But before we get into this stream, I got a special offer for you today. Let's talk about our sponsor of this video. That is me. And I tell you what, I got a great offer for you folks. If you put in the promo code I hate my face into the comment section, you'll get a lifetime free supply of disappointment. Again, just put in the promo code I hate my face and forever you will be disappointed. Also, we got a special guest for you guys today, and this is my guy Chase from Chat Sports. What's going on, Chase?
MicroMike, so great to join you. And if you think it's a good idea to confront Dan Campbell, bite off his kneecaps, then get in his face and tell him that he's a baby back bitch, then you should subscribe to Detroit Lions Talk with MicroMike.
If you want, definitely if you want suicide by Campbell, that is the way to go. And no doubt about it. That may be the last thing I ever do in my entire life, but I'm going to have to try it. I'm just going to have to try it now. That's just the way it is. How you doing, man? You excited to be on OPP here?
Dude, I'm pumped up. You're kind of a legend here at Chat Sports because of your watch party clips that have gone viral all across the internet, all across YouTube. And for you to keep the channel relevant, to keep the content coming out that's fresh, that's interesting, that's captivating for a team that hasn't had a lot of success, it just goes to show you have so much passion for this football team. So I give you props for that. And I enjoy watching because I think you have a little edge to you that I enjoy.
I appreciate that edge. Again, it's probably because I drank a lot of Jim Jones Kool-Aid, and his stuff over there in Jonestown was always really good, specialized for people like me. You get to put to sleep after about 30 minutes of doing it and never wake up. I got, though, to talk about some young quarterbacks, and there's a big talk here in Detroit. Don't draft a quarterback in this year's draft because you'll have to wait a year. You have to sit. That's why I brought you on here, because you have a quarterback, Trey Lance, who you guys drafted last year. He sat down and learned from Jimmy Garoppolo. Do you think it's a good idea for a team like the Detroit Lions to potentially draft a quarterback and do a similar fashion of what the San Francisco 49ers did?
I do. It's the most important position in the sport. If you don't have a quarterback, you're stuck in purgatory in the National Football League, and the Detroit Lions have been there for far too long. And I understand that they had a great decade plus with Matthew Stafford, but it didn't lead to success. But without Matthew Stafford, where would that organization be? They would have been even worse off than they were with Matthew Stafford. So a couple of years ago, I thought that they should have looked into drafting a quarterback. Last year, I understand that Penei Sewell was on the board and they decided to draft their future left tackle, which in my opinion is the most important position on a football team outside of quarterback. But I think the reality is that Jared Goff is about in that Jimmy Garoppolo tier of quarterbacks, right in the middle. He's not going to push the needle. If you have good complementary pieces around him, he can have success and he can lead you to a lot of wins. I give him a lot of credit for how he was able to manage last year, coming from an organization that had so much success, where he made it to the Super Bowl only a couple of years ago and had to go from living in Los Angeles to living in Detroit for an organization that hasn't had a lot of success. And I thought he dealt with that in a very impressive and professional manner, but he's not the long-term answer at quarterback for Detroit. So the problem with the Lions this year is they're coming off another down year, and this year's quarterback class is one of the weakest that I can remember in a really long time. I like Malik Willis the most. I think he's the most gifted quarterback among the quarterbacks in the 2022 NFL draft class. But when he played at Liberty under Hugh Freeze, he wasn't really set up to have success immediately at the NFL level. And there's a lot of things that he has to work through in order to really ingratiate himself with National Football League level type of football. And then you look at a guy like Kenny Pickett. I think this year he burst onto the scene and really had that final year in a manner that Joe Burrow did with LSU when he helped lead them to the national championship game. But I think Burrow is clear-cut the better quarterback than a guy like Kenny Pickett, and the hand size definitely concerns me. So the Lions are in a tricky spot right now. They have multiple roster needs. The most glaring for me is quarterback, and until they get an elite one, there's going to be a question mark at that position. So this year, yes, they need a quarterback, and I think Jared Goff is a good veteran to have a rookie learn under. The problem for Detroit, this year's quarterback class is pretty weak.
Where would you draft a quarterback in this year's draft if you're the Detroit Lions? We got 2 picks in the first round. We got the second pick in the draft, the 32nd pick in the draft. We got a pick at 34, pick 2 in the second round. Do you think it's a possibility maybe the Detroit Lions target Sam Howell if he is there late in the first round, early in the second round? Maybe they go with Desmond Ridder out of Cincinnati. He's shown a lot of upside, a little bit raw. Do you think that's a possibility?
Yeah, Desmond Ridder reminds me a lot of Dak Prescott. Doesn't have elite arm strength. He's not an insane athlete. But what did he do at the college level? He won a bunch of games. He was a mature leader. He's been through some things in his life like Dak Prescott, already has a kid. And in order to have a kid at that young age, when you're in college, you have to have maturity and leadership skills. So if you take a chance on a guy like Desmond Ridder in the second or third round, I would like that if I'm Detroit. I would also think about just swinging for the fences and going after a guy like Malik Willis in the first round if he falls to Detroit. Because, again, I think Jared Goff is a good quarterback who you can learn from. Malik Willis, I don't think is ready to play right away, but he has freakish arm strength. He has really good mobility, elite athleticism. At the NFL Combine, he was letting throws rip 60 yards downfield without having to step into them with a simple flick of the wrist. I think that could be a solid plan for Detroit.
Yeah, I love Malik Willis. I just don't believe he'll be there at 32. Now, if he falls, most definitely, I think the Detroit Lions would have to take him at 32. But you got the teams like the Pittsburgh Steelers. They definitely need a quarterback. Washington Commanders. They need a quarterback, and there's always a surprise team out there that potentially could get one. I got a question, though, about Trey Lance. I loved Trey Lance last year. Really loved him in the draft. Thought it was an aggressive move to trade up. Do your fan base believe that he is the future quarterback? Because I keep hearing rumors, let's go get Aaron Rodgers. Let's do this. But why when you got a Trey Lance?
Yeah, go after Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady out of retirement. He can come back to Northern California where his parents still live, and he can be the quarterback for San Francisco and buy Trey Lance another year for him to get ready. It's funny because Brady and Aaron Rodgers grew up idolizing the 49ers. That was their favorite squad. And they both grew up idolizing Joe Montana as well as Steve Young. As far as Trey Lance goes, the quarterback position for all 32 NFL teams is polarizing, but especially with the 49ers. The fan base is split and always has been split on Jimmy Garoppolo, and the same can be said right now for Trey Lance. The fan base is split. Some think that he's ready to play and they want him to play right now. Others think that he needs another year to develop and he's somewhat raw. And then there's a fraction of the fan base that also thinks that Trey Lance sucks. It's funny because the narrative right now among a lot of people within the fan base and across the NFL is Trey Lance is inexperienced. He's way too raw. He's not ready to play. That shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody. Trey Lance played one full season of college football at the FCS level at North Dakota State. He played one game in 2020 because of a COVID-shortened season. He got drafted when he was 20 years old. Here's what you can't deny about Trey. He's got elite arm strength. He has terrific athleticism. His ability to keep the defense on its heels with his ability to make any throw on the field and tuck it in and run it, I think is a very dangerous element in today's NFL. I think he just needs all of the offseason reps for him to fully tap into his potential. And he has one of the greatest luxuries at his disposal. What is it? It's an elite head coach. And sometimes for quarterbacks, it's all about where you go. It's not about your talent level. Mike, I know you'll like this. If you're a kid, right, and you grew up in a dysfunctional household and you don't have any emotional support from your parents and there's chaos around you, chances are that child is not going to be successful in life. The same can be said for quarterbacks. That's not an issue with Trey. He has Kyle Shanahan, one of the brightest offensive minds. I think he has enormous potential and upside. I think with Garoppolo, there was a ceiling on this offense, even with an inexperienced quarterback in Trey Lance. Let him work through those kinks. He has Deebo Samuel. He has Brandon Ayuk. He has George Kittle. He has Kyle Shanahan, a very good defense. Trent Williams blocking his blind side. Any running back that the 49ers have, they're going to produce in Shanahan's offense. Let him work through some of those early season struggles because the potential is so there.
100% agree. Now, you guys got a free agent that we're familiar with here in Detroit, Laken Tomlinson. We drafted this guy. He busted out in Detroit. He goes to San Francisco, does a phenomenal job. Are you guys going to be able to re-sign him? And if not, what are you going to do? Are you going to find someone in the draft to replace his services?
Yeah, you know, it's been crazy. He has not missed a single game since being sent from Detroit to San Francisco. Not a single game. And he's been a very good left guard who's gotten better and better, especially with the addition the last 2 years of Trent Williams. That left side of the offensive line for the Niners, it's one of the best in the National Football League. Trent Williams is the best left tackle in the game, highest graded overall player on both sides of the ball this past year, according to Pro Football Focus. And he's elevated the game of Laken Tomlinson to a point where he's probably the most sought after left guard in free agency. For the Niners to bring him back, it all comes down to the price tag. Right now, the going rate for guards of his caliber, about $15 million per year. Does he take a discount to come back to the Niners in an offense where he has flourished and succeeded in? Potentially, but also at the same time, you know, he's 31 years old, I believe. The time to get paid is right now, and he might not have another opportunity to secure the bag. So if that's the case, maybe you go after a cheaper option, or in round 2 or round 3, you get a left guard there.
What do you think the Detroit Lions, if you could get one player in free agency to pick up, whether it be a wide receiver like an Allen Robinson or another player at a position of need like linebacker, if you were to target one guy for our football team, who do you think would be a great fit for the Detroit Lions to sign?
I'd love a guy like Hassan Reddick. He has just shown a great knack for getting after the passer. I actually covered him when he played at Temple University when Matt Rhule was the coach, because I come from Philly, and I covered Temple football when I was a student there when Matt Rhule and Hassan Reddick were there during Temple football's turnaround. And the first couple of years in Arizona, he wasn't used as that Swiss Army do-it-all type of player like Micah Parsons did this past year with the Dallas Cowboys. But the last couple of years, he has been used as just an all-around talented weapon for the Panthers this past year, and then in the final year of his deal with Arizona. I think that he could be really good for this team. Aidan Hutchinson going to Detroit. I would really like that as a draft pickup. You just popped him up on the screen there. Hometown kid, grew up rooting on this team. That'd be a good draft selection. Another free agency pickup, yeah, maybe a guy like Allen Robinson to give Jared Goff that true number 1 wide receiver. And then if you do draft a quarterback, whether it be atop the draft or later on in the first round or in your latter picks, you give him a future weapon, a very reliable target in Allen Robinson, who's not freaky talented from an athletic standpoint. It's not like he's super bouncy, but I think he's one of the best contested wide receivers in the NFL in terms of making contested grabs.
The biggest debate here in Detroit, because we know we got the second pick in the draft, is who do we select? There's 2 players. You got Kayvon Thibodeau, edge out of Oregon, universal type of player, outside line. He can also get on the line, get after the quarterback. Then you got, obviously, the hometown hero in Aidan Hutchinson, who's that prototypical 4-3 edge, getting after the quarterback. A lot of sacks this last year. If you were to pick one of these guys over the other, who would you select at the number 2 pick?
I know everybody's on Kayvon Thibodeau. I kind of like Hutchinson better. Like, I really do. He kind of reminds me of a Nick Bosa type of player, and I'm not just saying that because of the comparison of them being Big Ten stars. I just like the hustle aspect to his game. And if it's not like he's not as freakish as a Nick Bosa with the strength and athleticism, but he has a little bit of that to his game. He also has that like bull rush and toughness ability that Chris Long had coming out of Virginia. And I believe Chris Long was like the number 2 pick back several years ago for the St. Louis Rams. So I look at the hybrid between Chris Long and Nick Bosa for him. I'd go with him, and I think it gets the fan base really excited. You're not looking for that, obviously. You want to go after the best player available, but I just tend to like him over Thibodeau just a little bit more.
In Detroit, we have sucked for years, and years, and bad drafting is a big reason why. We've had issues, obviously, with ownership, the Fords. Looking at the new changes that Sheila Ford Hamp did by getting Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes, by bringing in Spielman, having a lot of ambassadors, former players, again, like a Barry Sanders, do you think the future is bright for Detroit? Can we do at some point what the San Francisco 49ers did a couple years ago? Bad football team, but they really started to get beefy, strong, and physical. Can we finally at some point in the near future, in a couple years, be able to be able to compete in the NFL, in the NFC, and hopefully the NFC North?
Yeah, sneaky good hire too, Deuce Staley, assistant head coach and running backs coach. I think it's a matter of time before he starts to more seriously sniff some head coach openings across the NFL. Had a couple of interviews with the Philadelphia Eagles after Doug Peterson got fired, and as well as Chip Kelly. But as far as the Lions go looking into the future, MicroMike, I got to tell you, like everybody bashed the Dan Campbell hire after he was hired. And I know I made the kneecap joke off the top. Let's be real. I mean, it was hilarious that he said that in his introductory press conference. Honestly, though, I think that confidence, I think that swagger, I think that attitude and that toughness needed to be brought to Detroit. The Matt Patricia hire was a straight up disaster. I think they panicked and they moved on too quickly from Jim Caldwell, who had this franchise in a good spot. Every game pretty much this past year, when I watched the Detroit Lions, I was impressed with their resiliency. I was impressed with their competitiveness with the roster that was subpar as compared to other teams. If there's one thing we know about the NFL, these turnarounds can happen really, really quickly. And I think Dan Campbell has done the most important thing so far, and that's instill a culture of belief and confidence that the Lions can get it turned around. And everybody wants to talk about him as having big biceps, being a meathead, and the whole kneecaps comment. Guy came up under Sean Payton as well as Bill Parcells. Like the lineage there is there for him, and he's learned under some of the best minds and coaches that the NFL has ever seen. So I think he has this franchise moving in a right direction. You have to get the quarterback right. Again, I don't think Jared Goff is a long-term answer. Can he be a stopgap? And with some good pieces around him, can he help lead this team to 7-8 wins this year? It would not shock me one bit, especially if you hit on that number 2 overall pick and then you hit again later in that first round and you start to round out this roster with some good draft selections. But for them to show fight, even when they were down big, even in these games when they were playing against premier competition and premier opponents, I thought they played really well. So I like the future of Detroit, and I don't think people have been able to say that for a little while.
You know, we've tried everything in Detroit. We literally hired announcers to run this team. We've done all sorts of things. One thing we've never done is hired a cannibal. So eating humans, it may be something a little bit different, maybe meat for the red meat that is needed for this fan base. So I'm really excited. I know you got a lot of things going on, and I appreciate you coming on OPP to talk to the subscribers and the fan base. Anything else you want to say to the guys? They need to subscribe to your channel. Where can they find you? Let my subs know.
Yeah, so obviously you're watching MicroMike for Detroit Lions news and rumors, but I do host the 49ers Report by Chat Sports. As MicroMike has been, awesome under the Chat Sports umbrella, as we have, 30 plus channels nowadays as we continue to grow like crazy. But youtube.com/49ers TV, even if you're a Lions fan and you don't care about the 49ers, still subscribe to the channel because the sub counts really do help us churn out as much content as possible. It helps us continue to grow. And I think we're kind of taking over the digital media landscape when it comes to NFL coverage. We're more tapped into the fan bases than really any media outlet out there. And we're edgy, we're informative, we're entertaining, we're fun, we're consistent. So the subscriber counts go a long way. So youtube.com/49ers TV. I'm also on Twitter and Instagram at Chase_Senior. If you want to tell me you hate me, you love me, if I'm ugly, if I'm good looking.
I got 97% of my subscribers are men. So if they say you're good looking, I'm going to have a little bit of issue going on here. With that, I appreciate you coming on, man, and have a good day.
Hey, I think it's a good idea to subscribe to the channel. So do so. Help MicroMike out.
That's right. Hey, folks, appreciate, yes, I got on a little bit early today. I have LASIK surgery scheduled. My eye needs to get fixed, folks. And you know how I've been talking about this for a while, how I'm having issues seeing. Well, guess what? I had an opportunity to get the surgery done, so I'm going to take it. So that's why we got on early here today. We're still going to do the normal show. We're still going to do mailbag and everything, but your boy just going to go to bed a little bit earlier because they gave me dilation medicine, and I tell you what, I feel like my eye is sagging. It's really freaking weird, so we just going to get this done today. So I appreciate everybody coming on there. We got 145 in the building. Let's see if we get to 75 likes. 75 likes, folks. Smash that like button. Let's get to 75. Let's talk about it. Trey Flowers. He's no longer a Detroit Lion. Why? Because his cap hit was immense. And his productivity was not. He was a good guy, though. I got no issue with my man, Trey Flowers. He was definitely a good leader, a good guy to have in the locker room, but with the money he was given, that does not support him to be on the roster. We need to get better on the defensive line. We need to get rid of all the Patriots. He was the last of the Patriots, just like the last of the Mohicans. That was him. And we got predictions 9-8 by Harrell. Casino Holmes is a great drafting. We got Fire Walker. Man, that's a fire name. I got to tell you that. Chrome, what's up, Chrome? Good luck. Yeah, appreciate it, man. It's not supposed to be that long. Get her done. Yeah, appreciate you, 9 drinks. One worst deals of all time. It was definitely one of the worst deals. So I said it early in the comment section. Let me know if you approve of him being cut. Do Y's in N's, and I will shout you out. I'm curious to see what you guys think on this matter. Are you happy he gone? We got Rocky says no. We got Harrell, he gone. Yeah, he's gone next week, officially cut, but he's gone. We got Breeze, yes. How did we save with the cut? A little over $10 million. What's up, Roger Guardo? Hey, Mike, let's skip the quarterback this season. Hey, I'm just rolling with whatever Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell do. That's it. I have no influence of them, who they're going to draft. We got Chrome says why. Hello, Breeze. We got Michael Johnson, why. We got C. Rob, why. Harold Williams, why. 9 drinks, absolutely. Al Torrey, hey, Mike, Frank, why. Yes, he gone. A lot of people in the building here having fun. Now we can afford to sign a free agent safety. Marcus Williams, free agent linebacker like a Devondre Campbell. What's up, Kurt Steele? Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to Lions on the Prowl. That's Kurt Steele there. He run that bad boy. He is a Detroit Lions YouTuber as well. Appreciate you coming in here, man. Let's see. Okay, hell yeah, Mike, I kind of like this time change. I do. For right now, I do. But it will go back to normal after today because my boss gave me the day off because I cannot read a computer screen and I need to rest my eyes, so I'm going to go to bed early. So tomorrow when they go and do the laser things to my eyes, I can see better and read better comments going forward. Great move to let him go. Yeah, absolutely. It was definitely expected. Again, it's going to save a little over $10 million. You're going to take that money. Now we got $35 million in the cap. $35 million to spend on other free agents. We got Marcus Williams out there. You could look at him. Allen Robinson, wide receiver. There's other individuals I think the Lions could cut. That could be a Will Harris, safety, save a couple mil. That's another one. I like the USA mock draft. I haven't seen the USA mock draft, but I did see the Todd McShay mock draft. Now, if you didn't see that, Todd McShay has the Detroit Lions getting Aidan Hutchinson. I still think the Lions could get Aidan Hutchinson. I know they went and they franchise tagged their offensive line for the Jacksonville Jaguars. But let's be honest here, it's a one-year deal. And if they don't get that offensive line straight, and if they don't get their quarterback working decent, it's going to go down as one of the biggest busts of all time. I mean, that would be terrible. What's up, Big Wes? So I think they still go ahead and go offensive line. Either way, just take BPA, folks. Just take BPA. But with Trey Flowers gone, it definitely doesn't feel like we're going defensive end, folks. Doesn't really feel like it that we're going to get an end here. We want a quarterback. Bob says we want a quarterback. I don't mind getting a quarterback. I'm just going to go with BPA. That's the way I roll with best player available. Herman Moore, he's like last night on his show. Make sure you go ahead and check out Lions Nation United. He was talking about how, why don't you just throw in a wild card and take quarterback at 2? That's his thought. My thought is I'm going to go with what the team does. And I don't think they're going to take a quarterback at 2, folks. I don't. I think a lot of this you'll probably hear coming up to this draft is a lot of rumors, potentially them trying to trade out. And I think that's exactly it. So you're going to hear a lot of rumors, a lot of crazy stuff. Kind of take it with a grain of salt, everybody. Just remember, this is BS time. This is what it's all about. DK Metcalf, or Lockett. I would rather go DK Metcalf. He's younger. He's still on his rookie deal. He's that big body, prototypical wide receiver. I know he's got a little bit of diva in him. Lockett, though, he's definitely, he makes big plays, but he's a smaller guy. We got smaller guys. I want to get the bigger guys. So if they're to do something like that, I'll go DK Metcalf. But in all honesty, I'm going to just tell you right now, I would rather draft our players. I'm all about drafting. I don't really want to, unless we trade player v. player, I would rather draft it. In this draft class, there is a ton of wide receivers. So if you're wanting to get that wide receiver to be a number 1 for the Detroit Lions, folks, you can go get it in the draft. There's a ton in this year's draft. It was like last year's draft with wide receivers, but with a little more speed. So I think you're definitely going to do it. Like and subscribe. Introduction, you'd be saying it is hilarious. Thank you, Roger Gawardo. It's all about being funny and having a good time, right? Having a good time. So he's got us taking Aidan Hutchinson. And I approve of that message. If we get him, I'm fine with it. Trade down. That is definitely my number 1 scenario. Regardless, folks, would you guys like to trade down in the 2022 NFL Draft? Let me know in the comment section. Whys and ends. You guys run this right now. I want to trade down. I would love it. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to shout your answers right now. So spam it with Y's and ends. Spam as much as you can. I want to see an impromptu poll by the subscribers. Let's get at it right now. Let's see what you guys think. I'm about to read it. Y from Mars Moon. What's up, Mars? Used to be Mars Landing. Fire Walker. We got yes from Puman. No, he said Kyle Hamilton. Why? Trade down. Why? So all yeses, no ends. Moon again. Why? Bob, why? Trade down all day. Yes, but not much. Why? Frank, yes, trade down. Everybody wants to trade down. I love it, man. No Hutchison generated. We got one said no. Okay, I love it. We got why. So right now it's like 99% why. Raw Detroit on fire. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. He is one of the best individuals when we talk about NFL prospects. That is my guy right there. Why, Frank? John, why? Appreciate you being a member, John. We got 2 no's by Al Torrey. Why? Trade down. 3 no's. Sid, why? Howie, why? Yes, trade down. 4 no's, so a little bit more. 5. Okay, they're starting to come in a little bit more. Okay, look at more of the ends. Who is Trey? Trey Flowers, the guy that was on the bench because he was injured all the time. That's who it is. Desmond Ridder. I do like Desmond Ridder. I do. I think that guy could be special. 30 on those Y's. Okay, times 30. That just definitely kills it. Levon King, he says no. I would say if we're to trade down, just don't do a crazy trade where you trade it like way back. I don't think that would be necessary. But if you could trade down a couple spots, I got no problem with that. Picking up some more draft capital in this deep draft regarding edge, regarding safety, and wide receivers. You know what's also should be good is smashing that like button. We got 174 in the building. Smash that like button. Let's get to, I don't know, 100 likes. The more likes we get, the more chance that Chase does not chase me down with his boot in my 2 points contact. Oh, people want to do a mailbag segment right now? Well, let's do it. Why not? Folks, I'm definitely going to probably, I would say, suggest I'm going to eventually miss a comment. So that's okay, folks, because there's so many comments that's going to be floating around. If I miss it, just repost it. That's what it's all about. People want the mailbag segment right now, so we going to give it to them, just like X said. DMX said give it to him. So we're just going to get into it right now. Let me get everything opened up for you. Let's see. Does it work? There we go. All right. We got it going. What do you think if the Lions sign Haason Reddick? I would like that signing. I like Haason Reddick when he was in Arizona. I liked him last year. Just depending on his contract, he is not too old. I think it'd be a solid signing, just like Chase said. I agree with that. But we need linebacker big league, man. We need linebacker. I think the Lions need to go into this draft and definitely get a linebacker high end. I want it to be one of the first 3 picks. That's my personal preference. If you got a question, put hashtag. Do a hashtag Lions, and you will get your question answered. Okay, here we go. What free agent wide receiver do you want, Mike? Well, all the ones that I wanted, that I coveted, got franchise tagged or a deal came. And it looks like Gallup is going to get re-signed as well. So I think Allen Robinson is probably the next best guy on the list on the contract. I don't want to overpay him. I don't. He's 28 years old, 28 and a half. Fair contract, maybe a 3-year deal. That's about it. There's a guy that Raw Detroit brought me on with, or DJ Shark from the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think that could be a solid signing for sure if they wanted to go that route regarding the wide receiver. Hey, I'm excited. It's coming here, but definitely I think we need to get a depth player. And I'm happy, though, that the Detroit Lions did go ahead and re-sign Josh Reynolds. So I wanted him to be re-signed with the Detroit Lions as well. Any more questions? Okay, what do you think about Willis at 2? I don't believe Malik Willis is going to be the selection at 2. I truly don't, folks. I do like Willis. You all know this. I just don't think that's the route the Lions are going to go. I think the rumors is probably just trying to get some trade bait. We all know it's the BS time. So I think the Lions will probably take an edge rusher at number 2. I love also Kyle Hamilton. I know a lot of people may not like taking a safety at 2, but to me, this guy is absolutely a monster. So I don't think he's going to be there too. Would you trade back in the mid-teens if you can get a first next year? I'd want a little bit more than mid-teens, in all honesty. I would want more than just a first-round pick next year. I want a lot more. If I'm trading back that far, I want more. And that's what I would expect. Hey, thank you, Lions Nation Unite. Hooking your boy up, checking out too. Check out a video that I dropped yesterday. Appreciate you over there. Make sure you go ahead and check out Lions Nation Unite, lionsnationunite.com. That is where you can go ahead and download the app. It's made by Herman Moore. They're doing some big things over there. They also got a YouTube channel, Lions Nation Unite, and Lions Nation U on Twitter, as you can see, as I just put this bad boy up. The Lions need to pick up Davis. He is a damn great pick and definitely top 5. Well, that would be interesting. I think if they were going to go a Davis route, I think you have to trade back. I don't think they would take him at 2 at all. What do you think about Skylar Thompson? Get him in the later rounds. I'd be fine with it. Again, Raw Detroit brought me on Skylar Thompson. If you don't know who he is, he's a quarterback there, dual-threat quarterback. He's thick. I think you can get him in the later rounds, 5th round, 6th round. I think that could be an option for Lions. We do need a backup quarterback. He would be better than David Blau. He's better than Tim Boyle. Come on, man. Any of you guys are better than Tim Boyle out there. It's facts, folks. Would you trade TJ Hutchinson, our second pick, to the Jets or the Giants for 2 first-rounders? He has an extension due, I believe. I wouldn't do that for that. I'm willing to trade any player on this team, but I want more than that. We have money to extend him next year, around $54 million in cap space. The following year, $152 million. in cap space. So I have no problem re-signing TJ Hutchison. We got the money to do so. Are there more doors or wheels in the world? Whew, that's a good question. I'm going to say that there's more wheels. There's more wheels in the world. You got a lot of cars. What do you think about Sam Williams at 34? I really don't know. I have not really done a whole lot of research on that guy, so I'm going to defer on that one. What do you think about Diggs returning? He got injured. I don't think he's going to return to the Detroit Lions. I think the line's going to go much younger. I think that's what we seen last year. Brad Holmes talked about sticking with the plan. I think they're going to continue that route. If they do sign free agents, I think it's going to be younger guys. So look for that route. I really do believe they're going to stick to the plan of building through the draft. That's exactly what we need to do too, is build through the draft. Get selected free agents. I have no problem with that, one or two, and then depth. But build through the draft is where you really want to make your team at. We've been doing the free agency thing for many, many years. It hasn't worked. Let's go ahead and do the correct thing. Should the Lions trade back and grab Willis and London because Joey, B, and Chase showed the right quarterback and wide receiver? Yeah, Joe Burrow. Look, you know me. I love trading back. I love Drake London. You get me some Drake London, you get a Malik Willis, and you'd still have another first-round pick. Man, that's fixing some issues there. That really is. If they did that, I would support it. And I know a lot of people want it. I would. How do you feel about Brandon Cooks from the Texans? Again, I'm not wanting to get him. I'm going to keep saying this. I want to draft our wide receivers. The depth in this class is insane. I think it's even better than last year. I think we just go ahead and draft our wide receivers. We get one free agent, really, and then just do the rest in the draft. How about drafting two big receivers, Watson and Pickens? Oh, Steven Likens, are you trying to make me smile? Are you trying to make me put a big smile on my face? Because with those type of wide receivers we got big, I would be very happy with that. Getting those individuals on this team, oh my God. I don't think they'd go for two. I think they'd go for one. But man, oh man, I'd love it. Oh, shoot, just missed another one. Lions franchise tag. Put a franchise tag on a player, and if so, they didn't. The franchise period already went away, TFN. So they didn't put a franchise tag on anybody. That was the other day, so we didn't do anyone. Jordan Davis at 2. I don't want to take Jordan Davis at 2. I know he's high, rising up there. I still like Kayvon Thibodeau better. I still even like Kyle Hamilton better. I love Kyle Hamilton. If you're to put a gun to my head, I'd pick one of those two at 2. Because obviously if Jacksonville took Aidan Hutchinson, if you're to say, Mike, you need a draft, take Kyle Hamilton. If Jacksonville Jaguars took an offensive lineman, I'm going to take Aidan Hutchinson. Raw Detroit, I think Sam is the most underrated. Yeah, he's talking to him. Do you think that about a trade of Deshaun Watson, depending on how it works out tomorrow? Look, we talked a bit about this on the back end with the fellas. It'd be crazy if the Lions traded for Deshaun Watson. He's losing options just given the fact that Aaron Rodgers signed his deal, that Wilson got traded to the Broncos, that Carson Wentz got sent to the Washington Commanders. With that said, he has a no-trade clause. He'll have an option probably to go to the Pittsburgh Steelers if they want it, the Carolina Panthers if they want to get a quarterback. I just don't believe the Lions are going to go that route. He would make the quarterback position much improved, but he's got a no-trade clause, so that hurts our odds. How do you feel about the Wilson trade? Man, I think it was a great move for both teams, in all honesty. I know a lot of people said that the Seahawks, they definitely fell off the cliff when it comes to this trade, but you got to understand the NFC West is insane. Are they better than the Arizona Cardinals? Are they better than the Rams? It's tough. Are they better than the 49ers? So I think their philosophy is, let's blow this thing up, do a rebuild, get draft picks, go on that way. And then the Denver Broncos are thinking, man, we got a great defense, a great offense, we just need a quarterback. So I think it's a win-win for both teams. Love MicroMike, makes more sense. Fix the linebacker and safety speed receivers than drafting a rookie quarterback. Yeah, definitely. I'm all about Look, I'm all about BPA. I feel like that's the best way to go no matter what. If we would have done BPA, we'd have Aaron Donald. If we would have done BPA, we'd have Justin Herbert on this team. I feel that just let the board play out and take the best player available. Best player. That's the way I roll. If the Lions were to let Tracy Walker test free agency, go get Marcus Williams, draft Lewis Sign with 34th. Yeah, I think it's possible. Look, I think Marcus Williams is better than Tracy Walker, so perfectly fine with that. If they let him hit the open market, we're probably going to get another conditional draft pick next year. We've seen what conditional draft picks do. They help your team out. We're getting another one this year. We're getting a couple this year. So it's perfectly fine. If they want to get a safety like Sign, or if they want to get a Brisker, that's fine. If they wanted to wait a little bit, get a Smoke Monday, I'm perfectly fine with that. We have a great secondaries coach. We have a great defensive coach, defensive coordinator. Khalil Mack to the Chargers. Did that just happen? Let me know if this is real. Let me see. Hold on. I'll find out right now if this is real, because I do got the breaking news stuff. I got to put it on for you. Got to put it on. Is this real? I have not seen anything yet. Breaking up. Let me just put that up here. Let me put it down. What's up, Quandre Diggs? I'm going to miss a lot of questions, folks. So just repost it. Pick up Noah Sewell. That'd be interesting, right? I was watching Noah Sewell 2 years ago, man, and it depends where he gets in the draft, but see how we do this year, but why the hell not, right? Let's get another Sewell. I like it. It's not official. Okay. Well, I got the thing on here, so if it happens, we'll see it. I want Nakobe Dean. Man, I'd love Nakobe Dean. I don't think he'll be there at 32. I think Nakobe Dean is such a talent, but he is a little bit smaller, so maybe he gets dinged for that. But man, oh man, if we got Devin Lloyd or Nakobe Dean, if they're sitting on the board, look, I love these wide receivers, but I'm going to have to go ahead and get Devin Lloyd or Nakobe Dean and fix this linebackers. We need linebackers bad, and that's it. Colts should go after Godwin, bring in Jimmy G. Yeah, Godwin was tagged. Or no, was he tagged? Yeah, he's tagged, or he got he's going to get an extension. I think it's coming up. MLB is breaking news. Okay, near deal, Mack to the Chargers. What is the compensation? Let me know in the comment section if they heard it. It's not breaking up on my screen below. Let me get to more of your questions. You need more guests on your show, Mike? Sad Lions fans who feel like eating black scorpions with their milk in the morning. Ooh, I like that, Rocky Watts. I like it. We would be having guests on today. If you would have been here earlier, I had my guy Chase from the 49ers report on. I would have individuals on right now. Unfortunately, fortunately, I'm happy. I'm having LASIK eye surgery early tomorrow. So I got to get to bed early tonight. They gave me some dilating stuff in my eyes. And guess what? That stuff making my eye feel real funky. So I wanted to go to bed a little bit early tonight and be well rested for tomorrow for LASIK. But we did have a guest on earlier. If you want to rewind the show, you will see my guy Chase from Chat Sports. Okay, here it is. NFL breaking news. Let's see it. Oh, this is the Carson Wentz. Come on, man. I thought I was going to say about the Khalil Mack. Let's see. 2nd rounder and a 6th rounder for Khalil Mack. Wow. Okay. I'm surprised it's not showing up on the bottom of the screen. I'll be a guest on the show. Got to talk. I have no problem having guests on there. Let's see. Is it finally going to show up on here? I'm trying to look at the breaking news for you folks here. Let's see. Yes, there it is, folks. Breaking news. Let me go ahead and get my breaking news thing up here. I got a thing. Hold up. Is this my breaking news? Let's get this thing going. Right here. Khalil Mack is no longer in the NFC North. Khalil Mack is gone, folks. He is not going to be terrorizing our quarterback in 2022 2 times a year. The Chicago Bears have sent Khalil Mack out of the NFC North. The only thing I'm sad about this, folks, the only thing I'm sad about is he won't be wreaking havoc on Aaron Rodgers twice a week. Let me know in the comments section below. Are you happy Khalil Mack is gone? Y for yes, N for no. Let me know in the comments section below. Breaking news at the bottom, a second-round pick and a conditional 6th. Let me know with Y's and N's. Let's get to see what this thinks. I'm ready. We'll get back to the mailbag segment, but I want to talk about Khalil Mack out of the NFC North because he has been a terror for the Lions for some time. Why Bob is happy. New contract, 3-year worth, a gallon of gas. That's actually a really good deal, man. That gallon of gas right now, or 1,000 gallons of gas is a lot. YNN, yes. Why, yeah, super happy. Matt gone, soon Davis, now Chris Cawbaugh, don't care. Rock Howard, why, thank God. Frank, you got tired. Frankie! We got Aaron Rodgers smiling ear to ear. That's the one thing I don't like. You're 100% right. Smiley De La Rosa is that Aaron Rodgers is smiling, and that makes me not happy. His cap was crippling the Bears team. Yeah, it was. And it seems like it was a matter of time before it was going to happen. Wow, no one else? Come on, man. Spam it with Y's and N's, folks. We got a lot of people in here, man. Let's talk about this. Khalil Mack is gone. We got yes. He is happy. Happy. He is gone. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Folks, we're at 97 likes. Smash that like button. Let's get to 120 likes. No, because he was not a factor. I thought he was still a factor. I was tired of seeing Khalil Mack getting Khalil sacked all the time. I was tired of seeing it. I was tired of seeing Khalil sack. Why? Look at all these yeses. We got Smiley, got Steven, Frog, Lisa. How do you think your quarterback will do now? Better than last year. We're going to have more weapons. But with Khalil Mack there, maybe a little bit more time. Yes, Landon Collins released as well. Yeah, I seen that. Absolutely. He was a great player. Great player. If the Lions weren't just going to get younger, I say go after him as well, man. Let's do it. No, they have cap now. Now they're looking for similar. Yes, now we sign Allen Robinson. Luke. Let's see. Should the Lions sign Bobby Wagner? Look, I love Bobby Wagner. I just don't think the Lions are going to do it because he's older. That's the thing. You know me. I'll take Bobby Wagner. I take Collins in a heartbeat. I just don't think that's the route they're going to go. Mack to the Chargers. You know what's interesting? Because that division is insane now, man. I know, yeah, 100%. Hey, Smiley, I'll literally just talk about that. It's going to be fun to watch how this bad boy's going. We got to 105 likes. You guys are bosses over the amount of likes that I thought we were going to get. 203 in the building. Your fan-freaking-tastic. Chargers won that trade. Who won the trade? A second and a conditional 6th for Khalil Mack. A second and a conditional 6th. Do you think that the Bears won the trade? Do you think that the Chargers won the trade? The fact that Mack takes so much attention makes it a factor. He's always freeing someone up. That is facts. Jimmy Macaroni, happy to see Khalil Mack go. Hoping Chicago Nears suck without him. Thoughts of the Tampa Bay quarterback situation there? You know, I don't... Yeah, they may try for a Deshaun Watson. They could be a team in there for the hunt to get Deshaun Watson. They very well could be. They may... I know they drafted one last year. Is he ready? I don't know. But they could be in for Deshaun Watson. I know they're pretty aggressive over there, we've seen for some time. Kayvon isn't selected at the 5th pick. It just dropped. Sorry, isn't selected with the 5th pick. Do you think he leaves the draft early? Ha! Got him!
Ha! Got him!
That would be funny if he left it early. That would definitely be hilarious. No doubt about it if he left it early. He could. This guy is that type of guy, right? Lions, why didn't the Lions use the tag on Charles Harris? I think we're predominantly going to a 4-3 now. So a 3-4, he worked well for the Lions in the 3-4 defense. Is he really going to work well there? And it costs a lot of money. I don't think Charles Harris is worth that much. And there is a good chance, folks, that we do draft an edge with that second pick. So if we're trying to do that route, I think that'd be the way. I'd like to bring Charles Harris back, but not at top dollar. Who will get in the octagon with the grizzly bear with a fresh hanging out their mouth? I'm nobody, but do watch every day, and will bring more energy than Sour Tower. Look at Rocky Watts. He wants that energy. He is ready to go. DM me in Twitter. That's where you want to do. I keep my DMs open, or on Lions Nation Unite. I definitely keep them open. You hear Lions? Sign, yes, we got some more depth. I seen it. No point really to make a video about it. We're going to be doing quite a bit of those. We're just signing some depth players, some players potentially compete for the 53. I didn't really think it was a big deal. Plus, I was at the doctor's office getting my eyes dilated, ready for tomorrow. Deshaun Watson in Detroit. Would you guys want Deshaun Watson in Detroit? I keep seeing this a lot in here. Let me know in the comment section whys and ends. Would you trade for Deshaun Watson? It's going to cost a lot. Multiple first-round picks, some second-round picks, maybe a trailer. Acquire brothers. Maybe did I say a trailer? Maybe a player. Let me know in the comment section below. Would you trade for Deshaun Watson? Chrome says why. We got one why. Thank you, Luke. Appreciate you, man. You should be on there more. I should be on there more. We got one yes, one no for Deshaun Watson. We got yes for Pullman. Lions, Clowney not return to the Browns. Thoughts? I don't believe the Lions going to sign Jadeveon Clowney. I don't believe so. No, so no trade. Jordan Love, we're not trading within division. It's not going to happen. Mark, no. Watson, no. So we have a couple of yeses, but predominantly no here. No to Deshaun Watson. No, I like his personality. He plays. I feel like he undoes unneeded risk. Yes, B. Taylor. What's up, B. Taylor? B. Taylor in the building, man. This guy is a G. I love his takes, man. This guy is a G. If Hutch goes number one, who could we draft? Who could we draft? I think it'd be Kayvon Thibodeau and or Kyle Hamilton. I think that's who we would draft. I think they'd try to look to trade out, but I think it's going to be one of those three. If I were to be a betting man, that's the way I'm going to go. No for the locker room. Yes, I would. So a little bit more no's. No for Watson. No. Going to Dr. Yaldo, you can see it your way. Oh, yeah, I could definitely see it my way. Hey, I'll be able to see Where's Waldo now. Frick. I can't wait, man. I cannot wait. I still will have a video tomorrow. I'm going to make the video in the morning. I will drop it before I go, so I'm going to get up real early, make that video for you. So you will have a video tomorrow. I will be resting up, though. So if something crazy breaking happens tomorrow after 2 o'clock, do not expect me to make a video on it. I have to have my eyes closed for 4 hours, and then I'll be resting my eye. They don't want me doing a whole lot of anything. So just expect that. I won't be having breaking news on my channel after 2 o'clock. Kayvon Thibodeau let defensive ends 27 reps, 225. Let's bring Aidan back. No. Pressure around him. No, I'm good. Evan Neal is an option also. Randy Briggs, that's interesting. If they went Evan Neal, you'd have to assume that Taylor Decker would be traded. That would have to be the case. That Taylor Decker would be traded. Got a scene of, okay, that was the breaking news still. That Khalil Mack got traded. But it would have to be that. It would have to be that if they went him, he would be gone. What's up, 49ers Report by Chat Sports? That is Chase. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to his channel. He was on earlier today. You heard him in there. 49ers Report by Chat Sports. That's Chase. If you don't subscribe to his channel, bad things could happen to you. Bad things. I don't know. We've seen things in the past happen like the Titanic hitting an iceberg. That happened because I think somebody didn't subscribe to Tom Downey. Who knows what could happen if you don't subscribe to Chase there. He's the legend, not me. Subscribe to Chase from the 49ers Report. That is my guy. Also, make sure you hit that like button. Let's get to 120 likes. We got 195 in the building. 120 will put a smile on my face and you always want to put a smile on my face, because if you don't, then it's going to be a frown. Nobody likes a frown. What's going to happen to our MVP, Jack Fox? Jack Fox is staying with Detroit. We used a tender on him the other day. He is going to be staying with Detroit. Hopefully, we can get a long-term deal done for him at the price of the punter we should get, as he's a GOAT as well. Let's see. Orams made a video about Neal and the Lions. Yes, I seen that video. Jack Fox is staying. Need an edge rusher and wide receiver. We definitely need an edge rusher. We definitely need a wide receiver. I love Treylon Burks. That's the big body wide receiver. Will he be there at 32? Probably not. I think he could be gone. You look at the Green Bay Packers. They're going all in right now with Karen Rodgers. They're going all in with Devontae Adams. Imagine if they got Treylon Burks. That could be an option they go. I know they don't draft wide receivers in the first round, but you have to believe they're going all in. They're all in on it because they want to make sure that Karen is happy. And if Karen's not happy, you know he's going to cry. With that said, folks, I've been on for nearly an hour. Your boy's got to rest up. My eye is completely jacked. You should see how dilated it is. It's very dilated. I look like a monster on my left eye. So I'm going to have to rest up. I got to close it for a little bit. Getting that LASIK done tomorrow. Real excited for that. So I appreciate everybody showing out. Again, if you didn't know, Khalil Mack is out of the NFC North. And that's a great thing. And I'm sure my guy, Harrison Graham, the GOAT, will be live or dropping a video. So get ready for that. That's going to be it. With that said, folks, I will see you all tomorrow and then on Saturday and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and, of course, OPP next Thursday. Smash that like button. I'll see you next week.
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it, and I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. Just want a life that is worth every day exploring.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great.